Hello everybody and welcome to the America's Netball Men's Netball Championship here on the gorgeous island of St Kitts and Nevis in the Caribbean. I'm delighted to be joined by my two lovely assistants, Taryn Moss and Lou Granger, for tonight's game and all of the games actually thus far in this competition. How are we doing, ladies? How are you doing, Taryn?
Yeah, good, thank you. Good. A little bit bittersweet because this is the last game that we'll see here, but yeah, really excited for it, thank you.
And of course tomorrow's game is going to be in Nevis, so we will bid farewell to St Kitts, these lovely courts here. And Lou, how are you doing today?
Yes, very well, thank you. Looking forward to this game and of course tomorrow's final game.
Yes, well, as we've said, we're nearing the finishing line of the competition now as we take on game 6 of 7 tonight, and it's against St Vincent and the Grenadines. So last night it was another win for England up against the host nation of St Kitts and Nevis, and England came away with a pretty confident win, 70-14. So before we take a little look and preview this game, let's just have a little chat about last night's performance. Lou, what was your assessment of yesterday's game?
Yeah, I thought the boys were really clinical throughout the court, which I know is something they've been working on really hard, like trying to have that all the way through the game and not just at the start of each quarter. So I think they worked really hard on doing that, and I would say they did a really good job. It was really nice to see some new players coming in and smash it, like Ross. He did a great job at goal attack. So yeah, happy to see what goes on tonight.
Yeah, clinicality was the word of the day yesterday for the England Thorns. And Taryn, we did pick Jamal Nicholson as our player of the match in the end, but as well as him, were there any other players that caught your eye last night?
Yeah, there was quite a lot actually. I felt like we had really strong performances up and down the court. So obviously Lee is always Lee is so consistent. He's very, very fierce and very strong. Gives lots of options on the circle edge and never really stops moving. So I think he was fantastic. I feel like we've mentioned everybody's name, but yeah, I feel like I could go through the whole team, to be honest. And the other person I think actually that stood out to me, although I don't know whether he was on when I actually commentated, but it was Jared. I was watching Jared and he was putting off lots and lots of the passes to the wing attack. And you know, I think we spoke about this last night, being like, if the wing attack is one of their main playmakers and he's being completely taken out of the game, that's only just going to help everything, isn't it? So yeah, fantastic job by Jared as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Another one for me, I have to mention James McClelland. I think there was one quarter, I was chatting to him earlier, and the quarter that he was in wing defence, when doing the match analysis, he actually counted how many times his wing defence was able to touch the ball, and in the entire 15-minute quarter, I think it was 4 times. So that just shows you what an incredible shutdown game he can do. Really rangy, intercepting balls left, right and Chelsea is just no stopping the man. And obviously looking at this game now against St Vincent's and the Grenadines, what do you think we can expect from them? We know they've got some really great talent, the likes of Akeem Griffiths, who plays in the UK for Thames Mavericks. Lou, what do you think we can expect from this side?
Yeah, I think it's going to be another physical game. Having watched a few of their games actually so far, I think the defence are quite physical. We've got 2 big players at the back who aren't afraid to sort of give a little bit of push and shove, which is what you want to see, a bit of contest. But they're also brilliant in the air. So there's also an exceptional connection between the wing attack and the goal shooter, which we've spotted throughout the games. So England are going to have to work really, really hard to shut that down, because some of the balls the wing attack gives the goal shooter is incredible. You think, oh no, they're not going in, they're definitely not going to make it, and he just off it goes, and the goal shooter with his athleticism can just up in the air, 360 spin, down, and then it goes through the net. So yeah, I think England are going to have to work really hard tonight.
Yeah, a little bit of acrobatics to boot as well. I mean, we've spoken a lot about the elevation that we've witnessed out here, particularly. I think it's a big feature of the Caribbean style of play. They're all incredibly aerial. They can really, really get up in the air. In terms of matchups, Taryn, the goal shooter is absolutely going to be one to watch for St Vincent and the Grenadines. We're going to run you through the starting 7 surely, but in terms of playing a tall holding shooter who's very aerial, who do you think would be the best matchup for someone like that from this England side?
Well, we've got 2 options really, haven't we? So we've seen James McClelland come in at goalkeeper, and we've seen Taiwo Aliu come in as well. Now obviously when you've got 2 tall goalkeepers like that, you would think they would kind of put a similar pressure on. But I think if it was up to me, I'd probably start James McClelland at goalkeeper, just because I think this guy is really experienced. He actually doesn't look like he's going to get the ball, and then all of a sudden, because of his athleticism, he can get it near the edge of the D and still manage to kind of lunge back towards, you know, like a mid-range shot, you know. So I think just given the experience of that, to give more experience, I'd probably put James McClelland in. However, saying that, we know that Taiwo Aliu has played really well in the games that we've seen him, and he's also really good in the air, and he's read the ball really well. So if he does start, I'm sure he'll absolutely get a handle on the goal shooter as well.
Yeah, I mean, the other option that England have is, of course, Jamal Nicholson. We have seen him a couple of times back into goalkeeper, but I think he is so effective out at goal defence. The work that he does through court is almost unmatched. Do you think it would almost be not a waste to have him back in goalkeeper, but not speaking to his true strengths by having him there?
I think he's got too much itchy feet to be restricted to a goalkeeper position. I think he likes to be out and about and likes to be hunting that ball down. And I think this goal shooter, although he moves, he isn't one to really come out of the D too much. He will, but only within a close distance. He's not one to drive to the top of the third or anything to try and help them, because they've got such a strong wing attack and a goal attack. They don't really need to do that. So it's someone who's going to be contained within that D and who's going to contain him within that D. And I think Jamal will just get itchy feet and want to start running around everywhere.
Well, let's take a look at how the starting sevens line up then. So the only information we have for our opponents is their starting seven, so we can bring you that. In goal shooter, it's Dorian Lane. In goal attack, Jermaine John. In wing attack, it's Akil Matthews. Centre is Darian Roberts. Wing defence, Zeron Murray. Goal defence, McNeil Duncan. And goalkeeper, Akil Butte. And for England, in goal shooter, we've got James Firminger. In goal attack, it's Ross McCartney-Oliphant. In wing attack, Lee Robnett. Centre is captain James Thompson-Boston. In wing defence, we have James McClelland. Goal defence is Jamal Nicholson. And goalkeeper is Taiwo Aliu. So the boys just making their way onto court, lining up. They'll come in for a quick shake of the hand soon, no doubt. And it's been really nice actually, when they shake hands at the start of this game, they tend to give each other little favours and little tokens of appreciation ahead of the fixture taking place. And I think it just shows what great sportsmanship there is in our game, Lou, do you reckon?
Yeah, I think it's been really nice to have those, and it's a little keepsake as well. You know, not everyone gets to play in this sort of competition, so it's a really nice thing to take home and remember that, who you played, and have that to just put on your pinboard at home.
Yeah, we've seen things like key rings, fridge magnets. I think St Kitts and Nevis actually gave everyone a little miniature flag, which was really, really lovely. So definitely something to cherish when we sadly do have to eventually go back home to England. Might find somewhere to just stow away on the island and stay forever. So it is going to be an England centre pass then to get us underway. Lee Robnett for the first phase of the centre pass, having to use the defence early. Nice centralisation for McCartney-Oliphant, and again having to go back.
Good use of the reset there, Lucy. I think that was the most sensible thing to do. It's a good idea to do this until you get a good read of what the players are doing there. So this defensive circle for St Vincent's is really tall and really physical. So we've obviously got a bit of a moving circle at the moment. We'll see how this fares as the game goes on. Lovely pass from shooter to shooter there. And that's it, first goal in for James Firminger there.
St Vincent's ends, well collected by the wing attack. He's been identified as a really key playmaker for this side as well, so absolutely one to watch. And there's that athleticism of the goal shooter, the split landing, but Aliu doesn't let him get much closer. Kept his heel on the ground, so not footwork. Very well done by the goal shooter.
That was good pressure from Taiwo Aliu there, though. I think he was really clean, kept his hand away. It's always quite tempting to put your hand right over the ball, and then you're at risk of getting that obstruction call. But kept good discipline there.
Thompson-Boston then to calmly collect the ball. Won't rush. It's very hot here today.
So goal defence is out of action. So we've got a 2-on-1 in favour for England in the circle there.
Yeah, smart screen from McCartney-Oliphant, just opens up Firminger right under the post, and that is a nice little settler for him.
I think James Firminger was tempted to go off the post then and realised he was closer than closer than he thought, so he didn't really need to do that. Lots of pressure there from James McClelland's.
Oh, I mean, this is what I'm talking about. Up in the air, 360 pirouettes. Absolutely outrageous behaviour from Dorian Lane and goal shooter.
Yeah, definitely think this goal shooter's going to need like a bilateral knee replacement by the time he's 30.
It does make me wince every time he lands. Oh, yeah, almost a little bit lucky to get away with that one.
Yeah, I thought that might have been a little bit of a short pass, but...
I'd like to just see a little bit more speed from this circle. I don't feel like either McCartney Oliphant or Firminger are driving quite at 100% yet. It feels a little bit casual for me.
Good decision there. That was better. That was better from Ross. That's it. I think the defence is chasing Ross out, so I think maybe that's something they need to consider, where Ross or James actually go out of the D to take their defender with them and then create that space for the other shooter.
Yeah, because once it's a one-on-one, you know, the likes of Firminger are going to win 95% of the time.
And James McClelland's just picked up his first intercept there.
Yeah, Firminger just struggling on the body of the goalkeeper. Here's another really strong player for them, Akil Butte. So just setting the penalty.
He's very close there.
Firminger then, clever offload, great placement.
Looks like they've settled more a little bit now, I think. It didn't look as clogged. It looked like one was pulling off and one was squeezing in, which was good.
Oh, great drive from Robnett into the pocket. Oh yeah, a little bit of obstruction there. Got to keep it disciplined on circle edge, because as soon as you have that penalty there, you just release that pressure. And look, England are allowed to set up now.
And James has got, James had a lovely hold on there. And good patience, good patience. Let's see what we can do down the defensive end.
Oh, Lou, he was out hunting, couldn't quite get there in time, but McClelland comes flying through.
There's me saying the goal shooter doesn't really come out, and he's just driven out. It's almost like he heard me. Oh, and they forced a ball to go off court there, which is good. It's good defensive pressure. So that's one thing we always talk about, isn't it? You know, we hope that the attack can reward the defence. If they do get the turnovers, that's a good decision.
There's that attacking work that we spoke about earlier for Jamal Nicholson. He is absolutely crucial for England. Oh, a rare miss there for Firminger. Only missed 2 shots all the game yesterday.
So again, setting up.
So we're just going to have a change of the ball. As we've said countless times, it is very hot here and the humidity is really next level, so that ball does get a bit sweaty. No one likes a sweaty ball. Great movement there from Firminger again. Oh, but just that penalty, just once again, just releasing all of that pressure.
Excellent strength showed there from James Firminger.
And a nice shot from McCartney Oliphant as well.
And it's back to England centre, which is fantastic. This is a really strong start so far.
It feels very composed. Like they don't feel rushed or pressured or frantic or anything at all. So they've started really, really well.
I know that's a conversation that I've had with Jimmy, James Thompson Boston, about keeping that control in the middle, which obviously we've said like he's so good at, keeping it level and, you know, keeping everybody calm and, you know, at the start of every quarter and things like this. Lovely intercept there by Jamal Nicholson. Yeah, but this feels very controlled, very steady, lots of options. Both defenders on the reset line just in case it's needed, but it wasn't needed there, which is great to see.
Yeah, it feels very structured, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Everyone knows where everyone else is. There's great fluidity through court. And that was a textbook first and second phase there. McCartney Oliphant playing himself into the circle.
Oh,
quick feet from VIN&G. Yeah, he knows that penalty's coming.
Yeah.
St Vincent needs to try and tidy up in that circle, just giving away too much free ball at the moment. Oh,
unlucky call there.
I think he just caught the hand of the wing attack.
I know we spoke before the game about who would start at goalkeeper, and obviously it's good to see Taiwo Aliu in there as well. He's doing like a good job so far, putting a lot of pressure. But James McClelland was talking about wanting to have a play against this wing attack with him being so strong. He's such a physically strong looking guy. He's not particularly tall. Massive steady feet on him. So what he wanted to do was try and get arms over so that he could put that pressure on the ball coming over.
So penalty outside the circle for England. Nice quick release, front hold from McCartney-Oliphant, and a great finish as well. He's shooting confidently early, which is always sort of danger signs for the opposition. If he's on early, you're in trouble. Oh.
That was good. Good backup from the team there.
Robinett then for England. Great gig and go right at the top of the circle. You can hear all that communication coming from Jamal Nicholson saying, let's finish here. All you, and he delivers.
Good decision. So the fake didn't go, and then pass out and back in. Lovely passage of play there. Again, lots of communication from the boys. So Lee's shouting, Jamal's shouting. I can hear Sharon giving lots of direction and instruction from the sides. Oh, unlucky there.
Nice shooter-to-shooter ball though for St Vincent and the Grenadines. And they get goal number 3 of the game. Lovely first face, and Robinett had a 2-on-1, managed to evade both defenders. See, I would argue that's potentially an intentional offside there.
Yeah, we've seen this a lot, haven't we? We've seen people just jump and they see the ball, they jump for the ball. But actually, you can't just keep doing that. It just disrupts the game. It's not part of the game to just, you're never going to be able to retrieve it, and keep it in play. Lovely shot there.
St Vincent and the Grenadines then undefended first saves. But a challenge on the second. Aliu did well to pull out of that one in the air. We have seen a fair few warnings for some aerial contacts so far this tournament, as Dorian Lane slots away another one for St Vincent and the Grenadines. Great hand in there from Akil Butte. Managed to get around the body cleanly that time.
James VIN&G using quite a technique to get around this goalkeeper here. The goalkeeper is not a fan. Yes. Wiping the sweat away. Oh, lovely out of hands.
Yeah, just a tad late on that one.
These quick shooter-to-shooter passes have been really nice to see, actually. Very sensible play. I think it shows more of an element of teamwork and not kind of like, I want to get more stats on the sheet for me.
But I think as well, they're choosing wisely when to do it. They're not doing it when they're in a high percentage shooting position. They're doing it when they know they have the opportunity to get closer. It's not for no reason. Or VIN&G, that one is from range. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. What a shot from the 18-year-old.
It's much quieter tonight because we haven't got the St Kitts crowd behind us, so we can hear each other speaking.
I'll still probably talk over you though.
Yeah.
Wow, what a baseline drive from McCartney-Oliphant.
Lovely.
Nothing but net as well.
I've got to say our bench looks really happy with everything that's going on. Everyone's applauding, hands up, really happy.
Well,
Very strong start.
15 goals on the board with 4 minutes left to go. Why wouldn't you be happy? And again.
You don't often see those balls go through James McClelland's hands.
And you don't often see those area balls get past Taiwo Aliu either, but that one sneaks its way through. Oh, I think that ball could have gone into VIN&G. Well picked up by Keel Butte. He knows those in and outs are coming now. He's adjusted his game.
Yeah, Jamal needs to keep that goal shooter, I think. Oh.
Yeah,
no challenge on the shot there, and I feel like Taiwo, you could have maybe just put an arm on from the back, because he did step in. Although it's difficult from this distance to know exactly where he was stood, but there's quite a height difference there between the goal attack and the defenders. Oh, I would argue that was maybe a bit of replay. Little volleyball punt and then catch.
Oh, Thompson busted on circle edge. That was a thing of beauty. Look at this, nice and composed through court. Oh, the quick hands! Unbelievable.
That was so lovely.
Hear the whooping from the bench. Yeah. Very pleased with that one. Great exit from the circle from VIN&G.
Ross's creativity is just so lovely to watch.
Oh, I think that might be the
foot out.
Possibly the first miss from McCartney Oliphant, perhaps. Oh, I would argue that was a little bit short. Very lucky to get away with that one.
That literally just kissed the post, I think, and then fell into James's hands. Oh, so close.
Good take through.
Good arms.
Unlucky. Slipped through the hands with Zaron Murray.
But that's that pressure that we want, isn't it? We don't expect all the balls to go into hands. We expect the pressure to then create a bit of a looser ball or a funny pass to the next player, and that's what we try and mop up.
Yeah, it's a very good point. You want to pop up and then mop up.
Oh, lucky James.
Oh, McClelland. No whistle called, so we play on. He managed to stay on side. That was excellent umpiring just then.
That was, yeah. He looks knackered now, though. Have a Gatorade after that. Just to be clear, we're not sponsored by Gatorade, though.
We do not endorse any particular products.
Oh. Attacking contact there.
But what I like about, I don't like an attacking contact for the England team, but what I do like about that is that Ross McCartney-Oliphant just had a smile on his face.
He did,
Whether he agrees or disagrees, he's not showing it, he's just having a smile on his face and getting on with business. Oh, brilliant decision making from Thompson Boston. And we are almost at the 20 mark for England, still with 20 seconds left on the clock. Can they turn this one and hit the big 2-0 before the end of the first? We've got a deflection.
Lovely outside arm there from James McClelland, actually. And we always say if you can get one hand, you can get two hands to it.
Oh, there you go. You can tone that later.
Yeah.
Oh, what a pass in. What a lunge. Yeah, clumsy contact there. St Vincent and the Grenadines will collect the ball. The whistle has gone, but the penalty was blown. So for goal number 7 then.
Oh, that's a bit unlucky actually, because Jamal Nicholson had his arm in the place at the start of that call. And he obviously brought the ball up into his hands, so I would have thought the call went the other way, but anyway, with the goal line being the way it is, you can't complain with such a strong start there from England.
Yeah, a strong start indeed. 19-7 then at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back for a little bit more netball action in a couple of minutes.
We have England 19, St Vincent and the Grenadines 7.
Every bit.
Welcome back everybody to the second quarter between England and St Vincent and the Grenadines. Now having a quick scan of the court, there are no changes for England, but we have spotted a couple of changes for St Vincent and the Grenadines. So the goal shooter that we were raving about earlier has been moved out to goal attack, and I believe it's the goalkeeper from the first quarter has now gone into goal shooter. So really interesting changes as Furman just steps in and even under all the pressure of the keeper manages to slot goal number 20.
I think this battle between the goal defence, England's goal defence, Jamal Nicholson, and the goal attack is going to be fantastic.
Oh, what a challenge from Alou. 2-3 times up in the air.
That was excellent, actually. To be able to get back down and jump back up 3 times in a row like that is really good.
Oh, yeah, great challenge. Alou and Nicholson were very well positioned, come away with the contact call.
I have to say, the goal shooter for St Vincent that's moved into the goal attack position has really been kind of dominating the D when we've seen him playing in games. You know, whether they've won or lost, he's absolutely dominated in that D, and I can see him starting to get a little bit frustrated with the strength of our defence. So they're obviously doing the job that they were put on there for, so good job to both of them so far.
Ooh, a bit of footwork. The mouth drops to the floor from Furman, but straight back on defence.